Hi, I'm Nicole
and Rebecca
from conquerbooks.com, and we are here today to tell you all about the things that we're doing on the internet.
So we love to talk books with each other, but also with you. So with Conquer Books, we review and read the most up-to-date, latest science fiction and fantasy adult novels. And we specifically chose adult science fiction and fantasy because that's a lot of what we read. We read across all genres, of course, but I think that's where our hearts and our brains really get intertwined. And there's not a lot of conversation about adult science fiction and fantasy. Young adult, there's a lot on the internet.
And movies, there's a lot on the internet.
Definitely. But I am looking for places to find out what books I should read next, and we noticed a gap. And so we're hoping to fill that for you. Hopefully you've read things like George R.R. Martin and Outlander and grew up reading Harry Potter, just like us. Well, Nicole hasn't gotten there yet.
I have not read Harry Potter
but
yet.
She will.
I'm sorry.
And we want to know what to read next. And that's how we can help you find those books that you want to read next. Things that have a little bit of magic, some strange, some weirdness, some new technology, aliens, all of that stuff that we don't actually get to see here on Earth, we want to find in our books. So that's what we're looking for, that's what we're reading, and that's what we're reviewing.
And we have an excellent time doing it.
Aziraphale, we need to talk.
Yes, I rather think we do. I assume this is about
Armageddon. Yes.
Welcome to the Bit World. You've graduated from meat space and you are now in the digital afterlife. It's so much fun to talk about the tropes and ideas and concepts that come up in science fiction and fantasy, which is why we love the genre so much, is there is so much to think about, so many new ideas that it puts in your brain. And it wasn't enough just to talk about which books are good and why, but we really wanted to also develop a community around this. Reading books is amazing, but it's something that you do by yourself, usually in the quiet, and it's a long-term thing. So it's really awesome to be able to get out there and talk to other people who also enjoy this very quiet activity that makes you think. So we have a lot of fun on our Facebook page. That's the biggest one I think that we are engaged in. We've got individual Twitters for each of us, and we've got Instagram. But Facebook, we're on there every day, and we are posting funny pictures, trivia, discussion questions. We always ask the audience.
Reader of the month.
Yep. All kinds of stuff.
Bad selfies of us.
Bad selfies. We're not ashamed. But we've also got the website, of course, that Rebecca was talking about, where we review books. That's conquerbooks.com, and we offer themed recommendations, and we delve into authors' lives, and we just have a great time with it, and we really hope that people are having a great time too.
Mm-hmm. And so we'll link all of that below. You can find everything, links to everything at conquerbooks.com, so be sure to bookmark that. And a little bit about us. So again, my name's Rebecca. We're sisters, and we have a huge love for books and writing. And I majored in English and art history at Lawrence University, and went on to serve in the U.S. Peace Corps in Eswatini, which is in southern Africa, for 2 years. One of my favorite projects was starting a library for a primary school and seeing kids really come to love to read. I love reading huge fat books that are a part of huge fat series, so anything that I can dive into and get stuck there for 6 months is definitely on my list. I'm also a budding writer, and I just love talking about books. It's such a huge part of my life, and I have a feeling it's a huge part of yours as well.
So I'm Nicole, and I'm the older sister, and I have kind of the opposite feeling towards the big fat books. I like the standalone novels. They don't have to be short, but 800 pages sometimes gets to be a little bit much of a commitment for me.
We're in Nicole's book cave. This is where we film, and she's been a huge book collector for years.
Yep, I got most of these after working at a used bookstore for nearly a decade, where I met some really amazing people that made such a difference in my life that they stick with me to this day. But I also got to touch books all day and buy awesome collectible books. I learned a lot, and that's where a lot of my knowledge comes from, is from the bookstore. We're both mothers, and we are both working on our own novels, having a great time with that. And it's honestly just awesome to be taking part in this life. of books and writing and people who love the same things that we do.
Doing the things that we believe in and the things that we care about.
Yeah.
And many of those things are book-based. So thanks for tuning in. We update regularly on all of our social media networks. YouTube, you can find all of our videos, and then also conquerbooks.com. So thank you.
Thank you.